Just after 7 o'clock on Monday night, a barrage of bullets rang out off the Maskell Road in Sandhill Village. When the blasts subsided, 36-year-old Raymond Dominguez and 21-year-old Justin Milligan lay dead in the living room. Multiple shots made their mark. It was a gruesome, bloody scene for the families who hurried to the location.
I never hear the shots, and well, right in the neighborhood now, and I got a call. The young man that was with me, which is my neighbor, got a call from his wife, and she told him he heard a lot of shots at the house, at the neighboring house. No, so we all got concerned, no, because I mean everybody know everybody here, and so I got a call from my girlfriend, and she told me that my brother got shot, and I quickly started running on the street. Before I arrived at the house, someone told me it looked like he's dead, and I couldn't believe I couldn't even run. And it was devastating news, man. For go in a room and meet your only brother. I can't overstate how close we were. Going in the room and seeing with so much gunshots. It just hurt, man. It just hurt.
The deceased men were among a group playing video games in the living room of the lower flat of this two-story structure. It is something that the youth in the neighborhood would routinely do as a pastime. But just minutes before the shots were heard in the area, three of them had left en route to their respective homes, leaving Raymond and Justin behind, who are still playing games.
Obviously, the doors them are wide open. The shells then inside of the house and outside, and so it's obvious that the person or individual or individuals who did it was at the door or probably inside of the house. And so everybody who was there was basically focused on the video games. This is our neighborhood where by everybody close knit and sort of mingle with each other. So tend to roam the neighborhood freely, no? Not expecting something like this to happen.
Both families are grappling with the deaths of their loved ones, whose lives were so callously taken, while Dominguez's mother told News 5 that he was a loving, fun, and joyous person. Mark remembers Justin as a youth who had his head in the right place.
I mean, a very, very bright individual. Stubborn, as I know these young people and I like listen as much to their parents. I mean, but very bright individual. Um, he gone through university, he graduated from the UB with the associates. He attempted to join the police, but he didn't make it all the way the last training unit, but didn't make it all the way to the end. Right for the so he was love football, always spoke about playing football. Referee myself and him. In my eyes, he was my best assistant referee. Very known, very jovial young man. Consider the life of the party. He ready for dance up, like sing, make his own songs ne. So very very outgoing young man, very very outgoing. Um, Videos of dancing and singing, they come up from left, right, and center. Some of the things were really saddening me right now. Like I never get the opportunity for seeing things before until now, and that was a really difficult time for us. The social media even difficult.
So, who would want the men dead and for what reason? The family is leaving it up to the police to determine what led to the killing as they continue to grieve at this time.
Reason behind the murder or who did it or why it happened the way it happened or all of that, those ideas there, the ideas there, I'd left that up to the police officers. They were in charge of their work, and quite honestly, I personally don't have much hope in the police officers' work because we knew the kind of conviction rate, the kind of results when they. But I will give them the benefit of the doubt to let them do their job and see how far they can go or what they can come up with. But I just to try deal with this from a family standpoint and to ensure that my family okay. All we know my family lost a son, they lost a brother, lost a young man where as far as everybody know in this community, and he wasn't that type of person, man. Honestly, you sit down at night and you're watching news many times and you hear people say that, but when you live a life a certain way and your family raised you to live a certain type of way, for some strange reason, you know, feel like the type of tragedy you know hit home now. But it did, and the only thing we could do now that ask God for strength for help we go through this era, and I have to be strong for my parents.
A heinous way to start the new year. 2 murdered in the first 3 days of January. Police have since issued a bulletin asking for persons with information to contact the nearest police station or Crime Stoppers at 922-TIPS. Duane, Moody for News 5.